We're going to talk some NFL here, BMAC. I'm going to give you a scenario, and you're going to tell me which is the most possible here. Which team will make the playoffs first? The Browns, who had 1 win, the Niners, who had 2 wins, or the Bears, who had 3 wins last season? What do you think?
1, 2, 3. For me, I'll say the San Francisco 49ers, and here's why. John Lynch, Kyle Shanahan, I was really impressed with their very first draft. I really thought they hit key positions of needs, came through with a big-time prospects in the first 2 picks.
Yeah, and they boost their defense.
Yes,
right.
Really improved their defense dramatically.
Mm-hmm.
And when you transition out of the front office with the San Francisco 49ers, you look at their division, right? Russell Wilson, we imagine he will be the franchise quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks for the next 6+ years or so, right?
Sure.
You transition to the Arizona Cardinals. This could be Carson Palmer's last year. And then with the Los Angeles Rams, Jared Goff, we didn't see anything to be optimistic about with him going forward.
Okay.
But when you look at the other 2 teams in this topic, you have the Cleveland Browns. Granted,
Hold on. You didn't tell me who's leading this Niners team. You just mentioned all the quarterbacks
I like Brian Hoyer right now over a guy like Jared Goff.
Okay.
So this is not a question about will they get to the playoffs in 2017. This says who will make the playoffs first.
Okay, you're right.
So when I look at making the playoffs, you have to be able to compete and win your division to have a guaranteed spot in the playoffs. The other 2 teams, when you look at the Chicago Bears, Aaron Rodgers is going to be around for another 5+ years, right?
Right.
Matthew Stafford, the same could be said for him, even though he's younger.
He's so wildly inconsistent, though.
I do not care. His inconsistencies, the Chicago Bears will love to have that on their team right now, based on what he provides.
They've had it with Cutler. That's why they got rid of him.
Wait a minute. Do not compare Stafford and Cutler.
I'm not comparing. I'm just saying comparing inconsistencies. That's all.
Okay, well, let's just keep it as is.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers is not going anywhere. The Detroit Lions look to be a team, thriving in the right direction.
Yes,
then you transition to the Cleveland Browns. Big Ben could be a year or 2 away from retiring. But you still have Andy Dalton. You still have Joe Flacco playing real good football. So I look at these 3 teams in 3 different divisions. I think the San Francisco 49ers, they have a better opportunity, a better chance to compete and win their division outside of the other 2 teams.
Of those 3 teams, which do you think drafted best in this last draft? Because I would say Browns.
I agree with you.
Okay.
I agree with you.
I'm not saying the Browns are making the playoffs this year by any means, but
Yeah.
that's why I'd say I think the Browns are trending in the right direction because they had such a good draft class. They have good young talent on that team.
But because of that draft class and you hit on key players, you have to be able to coach them up. I'm more confident in the job that Kyle Shanahan can do, especially offensively, based on his track record. And I'm not saying that Hugh Jackson cannot do that. I'm not saying that. But right now, Kyle Shanahan has been a big-time play caller for such a long time. And he was well overdue for a head coaching opportunity. So let's just see what he has in store for the San Francisco 49ers. And this is not a question based on 2017, 2018. This could be 5 years down the line.
Well, the team we didn't really talk about much was the Bears. So we're going to go Niners, maybe Browns, and probably Bears last. But that's